Anyway, I've been wanting to share this story with you guys. That's been on my mind for a while.
你手震。得唔得？你睇下。冇乜景啊！你想要先？喺你嗰邊啫。誒，影你哋兩個啦，好吧？
As the weather is heating up here in LA, I find myself craving refreshing and cold food. Do you guys feel the same way? And living in LA, I am truly spoiled by all the amazing Korean restaurants. What I love about Korean food is the variety. They have stews, barbecue, amazing assortment of side dishes, and I love that each restaurant has their own unique way of preparing them, and it just adds so much texture and flavor to every meal. So my friends introduced me to this cold noodle dish, and it is the perfect thing to eat on a hot day. I love the icy bone broth with the thin, chewy noodles. Every bite is savory and refreshing at the same time. So if you ever come across this one on the menu, definitely give it a try. I love when I watch videos where dogs sniff the mic and they're like, this mic might be way too high. I am getting ready for the day, so I thought I would chat with you guys. I'm taking Navi to her cardiology follow-up appointment. By the way, this foundation stick, so bomb. It's from Ilia Skin Rewind Complexion Stick in the shade 130 Hickory. Look at how perfect that color match is. Let me just blend it in to show you. My medium skin toned Asian girlies, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's so hard to find a shade that matches our undertone. But finally, Sophie introduced me to this foundation stick, and shout out to Ilia because thank you for making a shade that's actually olive, yellowy undertone for us light to medium skin toned Asian girlies. Look at how that just blends in beautifully. Amazing. My only complaint with this stick is that it's not the most long wearing thing. I just have to blot throughout the day, but overall, I love this stuff. Anyway, I've been wanting to share this story with you guys. That's been on my mind for a while. This happened maybe two months ago. It was about an encounter that I had with two guys in a parking lot that left me reevaluating my life a lot. One day, Juan and I went to a restaurant, and this restaurant is really busy. The parking situation is just ridiculous. That's like one thing that kind of steers me away from this restaurant, because while the food is good, the parking situation just stresses me out. Juan and I have been waiting for a while, and then this parking spot opened up, and as we were about to take the spot, we noticed this other car that was also trying to take the spot. So because Juan and I were there first, naturally I assumed, like, you know, it is our spot. But then as the car was backing away, this car kept inching forward, and I'm like, ain't no way, like, ain't no way they're gonna take our spot. Like, clearly they know that we're right here. We'll give them a little honk. They ignored it, ended up, long story short, took our parking spot. They just went, "Whirr." So I'm like, did that just happen? And so I was like, you know what? Wall was driving, so I'm like, babe, I got it. Like, let me just go talk to them. Maybe they didn't realize that we were there first. I go up to them and I'm like, hi, excuse me, literally in this tone. And now looking back, I feel kind of stupid, but I went up just with a smile on my face, being nice. I'm like, hey, excuse me. I'm not sure if you realized, but we were actually here first. And so I'm just, you know, trying to be nice and just let them know, just in case they didn't realize that we were there. And as I'm just mid talking, it was two guys and I think an older woman was in the backseat. As I'm mid talking, they just cut me off. And both of these guys, I mean, they weren't yelling, but they had an aggressive, defensive tone. And they were like, nope, we were here first. And I'm just taken back because I thought, my dumbass, I thought that if I approached someone respectfully and kindly, they would do the same for me. And mind you, these were two Asian guys. Whenever I see that it's my peoples, I just assume, like, you know, we all fam. And I was sorely wrong in this situation because they did not care that I was one of them. I was definitely not one of them. I would say my personality, I think on YouTube, when you're in the comfort of your own home and you're filming yourself, there's this level of comfort or confidence that comes out. But in reality, on my day-to-day life, how I am out in the world, I don't know what the right word is, but I would say I'm more of a submissive type of person. I don't do well in confrontation. Like, if someone's yelling at me, I start shaking. There was a period of my life when I was younger, like in my teenage years, where I had more fire in me and I would easily get in confrontation with other people and have no second thought about it and be able to defend myself. But as an adult, I don't know. I feel like it was ever since COVID, I became very afraid. And the older you get, I think the more you feel like there's more to lose. When I was younger, I felt like, oh, there's not much to lose. Like, I'll get in a fight with some bitch and whatever. But as I've gotten older and I just see this stuff on the news where you can literally get stabbed or like shot to death for saying something or even just sitting in traffic, life in America, that has made me really afraid. I am not so brave and I try to just be nice and I try to just diffuse situations and I avoid confrontation because I feel like there's too much to lose. I don't want to ever be in a confrontational situation with someone and then get jumped, get killed, or get hurt, because to me, nothing is ever worth more than my own life. And so if you want to yell at me or you want to be rude to me, whatever, you know, because it doesn't matter that much ultimately in the end. But I think what this situation brought to light for me is that I have lost the ability to defend myself because I'm constantly afraid of a bad outcome of some sort. Thank you to these two guys that, despite me approaching them nicely, were just firing back at me. I can't even remember exactly what was happening, but I felt my body start to shake and I started getting really nervous. You know, I wasn't attacking them. I just simply went up to them and say, hey, I'm not sure if you noticed, but we were actually here first. But despite that, they just had this fire in them. They were so defensive. In the end, I started walking away because I felt really overwhelmed in that situation. And so as I was walking away, I thought to myself, like, girl, you are 32 years old. You're a 32-year-old grown woman. You do not deserve to be talked to like that. So I was so proud of myself in this moment because I actually turned around, walked back to the car, and it was so funny because Wa saw me walking back and he was just like looking at my face. I think he was trying to read like what just happened. I'm sure he already probably thought like, okay, something didn't go well. He was probably gonna have to get out the car to go defend me. As I'm walking back, I look at Wa and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna say something. But anyway, I was like, you know what? I don't need my mans in this situation. Like, I'm a grown woman. I can handle this. So I turned back around and I go to the guys and I was like, you know what? This is so dumb because I feel like Even just the way I approached them, I probably came off like a wimp, but I was like, you know what? I addressed you nicely. I asked you nicely. This is no way to talk to someone. So after I said that, these two guys were like, you know what? Whatever, you can have the parking spot. We're leaving. I was just like, okay. And that whole encounter made me think so much. Like, I got deep, okay? I will replay scenarios over and over and over again and analyze the shit out of it. So this was one of those situations. Like, it bothered me more than it should have. Like, it was literally a parking spot. That's the crazy thing. When I think about it, I'm like, what? It's just so silly because I think about how I am a grown adult and I'm no longer a child, but yet every time situations like that happen, when there's confrontation, it literally brings me right back to when I was a child, feeling like I didn't have a voice, that I couldn't defend myself and I couldn't speak up. That was uncalled for and unnecessary. And I doubt those guys think about how they made me feel. I don't think it nearly bothered them as much as it bothered me. But yeah, anyway, after that situation, I will say I feel like there has been something that sparked inside of me. I am gonna start speaking up for myself. I mean, this is all gonna take practice, but I just don't want to be so afraid anymore. That's gotta go. I'm really going to try working on finding my voice and making myself feel heard. Okay? We all need to stick up for ourselves when necessary. We can't always depend on somebody else to speak up for us. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to share that story. Oh, by the way, shout out to Sarah for launching her new contour stick. I love Sacheu Beauty, and they recently came out with blushes and bronzer, so of course I had to support my girl. This is the contour stick in the shade number 2, Giving Iconic. I look up to people that are able to speak up for themselves, be confident in themselves without being rude. I believe that people that deserve to be respected are people that are logical, calm, people that diffuse situations rather than escalate situations. So I look up and admire those people that are able to take up space in a room without being mean, you know? Those are the people I really look up to. This powder, by the way, I mean, you can see, just pores who? This powder just takes away my pores. It's from Say. This is just translucent. This is their Air Set powder. It just makes your skin look so poreless. I just put it in my T-zone in areas that I tend to get oily. Isn't this foundation stick amazing? It gives really good coverage while still looking like skin. So I love that. Anyway, it was nice talking to you guys. Thanks for listening. What do you guys have to say about going for a walk? Leo, what do you have to say about us going for a walk?
Okay, who's ready to go for a walkie? Wants to go for walkies? I love how she sticks her head through the harness.
Yeah.
Right.
Right when I pulled into the driveway, an exciting package arrived. I was on Pinterest one night and I came across this jewelry brand. I was like, you know what? I have not purchased new jewelry in a while, and these pieces looked really nice. They also had a sample sale. It's from Wolf Circus. How cute. I'm gonna try these on. And I also got this pair. Thought this was really fun. I love the organic shapes. I can't wait to wear this out. It's so cute. Please try to disregard the mess in this room right now. Look at this cute skirt. I came across this skirt from following It's Your Girl Samantha on Instagram. I love her style and she gives the best recommendations. For reference, I am 5'5" or 165 centimeters. I am usually a size 0 to 2 in bottoms or size 25. I ended up picking a size 4 for this. This is a low rise skirt, so it's sitting pretty low, as you can see. And my top is from Madewell. This bag I got from Reformation. I got it during spring or like winter going into spring, so hopefully this style is still available. If I find it, also I'll link it below. But yeah, this is my outfit. I'm actually not going anywhere. Did I say skirt? This is actually a skort. Okay, so here it is in the black color. And because it is a skirt in the front and some shorts in the back, you can still, in my 20s, no doubt about it, I would wear the tiniest clothing. And now, I mean, this is still tiny, but we have incorporated things into our wardrobe that now makes us a little more covered up. Ooh, oh my God, I have so many mosquito bites. When did I get this? Even though my 20s was only 2 years ago, I'm 32 now. For me personally, I was like, you know, we have to evolve a little bit, but I still don't want to dress completely different from how I was just a few years ago, because that still feels in some way like myself. But what I notice now is that I am definitely cutting back on the crop tops. I just like covering the stomach. I love a skort. It's still feeling fresh. It's nice and comfy, but because there are shorts in the back, you don't feel just exposed to the world, you know? My comfort level, this is where it's at. I love it. I love it so much. I can see myself. Do you see my bruise? Apparently, I have gut issues, so she did a little acupuncture point right there, so I have a bruise. Anyways, thank you for watching. That's it. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. All right, have a great day. Bye.